Alright, so here's the scoop. Many of you may have known, many years ago, pre-chubby belly and stuff, I used to do kickboxing, and I really enjoyed kickboxing. I actually did it because, like most people do martial arts, we wanted to beat other people up, and we found that the more we learned how to fight, the less we actually fought. Now, I really enjoyed it. I studied something called Wu Shu Kwan. Stick with me, there's a point to it. I went through all of the belt structure and I was chasing the belts. I was going through the orange, the yellow, the brown, and eventually I got my black belt. And I thought to myself, I was Bruce Lee. If anyone came anywhere even close to me, they would probably die just by a glance. That doesn't happen when you're a black belt, but that's what I thought it would do for me. I remember a friend of mine actually said to me, hey, let's go and try a different style now and see how we can actually fight and compete in that area. So I went along to a guy in Basingstoke, a guy called Ron Peplow. And I'm going to give him a shout out for him because I've got a major deal of respect for him 30 plus years later. So the guy came up and said hello to us, and I remember this. And I was only a young snot of maybe 19 years old, thought I was hard, I had a black belt, thought I was one of the boys. And he came up to me and he was a tall, very skinny gentleman. Looked a bit scary, but still very skinny, and I was quite a chunky big lad. And he came up to me and he got really close to me and he said, so what are you looking to do? And I looked at him, and of course, like everyone in a new gym and a new dojo and anything like that, we're all kind of like flexing, we're all kind of like trying to look tough while looking constipated at the same time. And I remember saying to him, I want to get a black belt. And I thought it'd be really cool if I had another black belt and another style. And he went, that's fantastic, congratulations. He shook my hand and he said, you've got another black belt, you're now a black belt. Now that we got that out of the way, would you like how to learn how to fight? It was that dynamic shift, that 1 second that took me from what I was chasing wasn't really what was important. I was always chasing the belt, thinking, chase it, get it, the rest will come. I realized that I was an inadequate fighter with a series of black belts now, but I didn't know how to fight. So once you actually take that out of the equation, you start focusing on what's really valuable. I stayed with Ron Peplow. I ended up doing competitions with the guy, and I pay a lot of respect to that guy for actually changing my mentality. I think my first black belt was fantastic. I'm not dismissing it. But the fact of the matter is, quite often as entrepreneurs, we're actually staring at what is the least important. We should be focusing on the what does it do for us. Is the juice worth the squeeze, as my buddy Joe Polish says. Focus on what's the true value and what you're going to get out of it rather than the shiny badge you're going to wear on your lapel. Anyway, I hope that makes sense to you. Do something fantastic. I will speak with you another time. And who cares about getting a black belt? What you really want is to know how to kick them in the ass. All the best. Bye.